A few years ago, building a tech company followed a very predictable script. First, you needed a co-founder, then engineers, then designers, then funding, and now everything has changed. Imagine this. An 18-year-old still in high school builds an AI app that makes $1.4 million a month, or a 23-year-old fresh out of college launches an AI dating assistant that hits 1.5 million downloads in just 4 months. These aren't fairy tales. These are real people building real businesses right now. Even Calendly, just scheduling meetings, became a massive company by doing one thing insanely well. They're part of a new wave where age, funding, and giant teams are no longer prerequisites to building a multi-million-dollar business. Sounds wild, right? Here's the real difference. They have clarity. Most people don't. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The rules of business have been completely rewritten. AI didn't just make things faster. It removed entire roles. Design, automated, engineering, assisted, content, generated, customer support, handled, operations, streamlined with workflows. The barriers to starting have collapsed. And the speed of scaling is basically unlimited. With the right AI tools, can outmaneuver companies with million-dollar budgets. So in the next few minutes, I will show you the exact simple blueprint to build a one-person AI business. I'll break down the exact tools, prompts, and automations these builders use. No theories, no complex coding. All right, this is where most people get stuck for months, but we're going to crack this in 5 minutes, or even less. Here's what I want you to do. Open ChatGPT. Then paste in this prompt. I may insert your skill or profession: realtor, travel agent, writer, fitness coach, accountant, whatever applies. Identify 3 high-demand, low-competition solo business ideas that I can automate using AI. Now add this instruction. These ideas should be B2C focused. Yours could be B2B. For each idea, include all of these. You get the point, right? That's it. Hit enter. What you'll get back is shockingly good. It's generating real business ideas you could actually build. It gives us our ideal customer, also telling us how AI automated the work, the monetization strategy, and this is key. Don't overthink it, okay? Just pick the one that excites you most. You're looking for founder opportunity fit, where your skills, your interests, and a real market need overlap. So now you have a clear roadmap, a workflow, plus a clear direction for what you're building and who it's for, right? But here's what you need to understand. Your idea will be different. Maybe you're into fitness. AI could help you build a personalized coaching app. If you're a tax professional, AI can turn you into a one-person tax agency that performs like a team of 10. If you're in real estate, AI can qualify leads, analyze deals, and handle follow-ups automatically. Different niches, same playbook, and just like that, in 10 minutes, you've gone from I don't know what to build to I have multiple business ideas I could start today. And that's the power of AI as your brainstorming partner. Now that you have the idea, let's move to step 2. Branding. Because whether we like it or not, perception matters. You want your business to look like a $5,000 agency, even if you started 10 minutes ago. Back in the day, this part was painful. You'd spend weeks going back and forth with designers or drop thousands on Fiverr or Upwork and still end up disappointed. But today, with AI, this takes about 10 minutes. Here's how. Go to kittle.com. Don't worry, it's free to use. Kittle is insanely good at generating brandable business names and clean visual identities. Start by typing a short description of your business, something like, generate a professional, modern, and memorable business name for a real estate company focused on helping buyers and property investors. Then choose your industry. Ours is real estate. For brand style, let's go with modern and done. Look at this. These names are clean, professional, and actually aligned with the business idea. I'll go with modern home investment. Just copy it into your notepad. Now let's get a logo. Still on Kittle, click on logo and let it generate one for you. Here's the prompt I'm using, and I'll drop all the prompts in the description so you can copy paste. Create a modern, clean, and professional logo for a real estate business called Input Your Brand Name, blah blah blah, and all of that. I'll use my preferred model, Nano Banana Pro, and generate 2 outputs at once. And wow, both logos look great, clean and professional. I'll just pick one, no overthinking. Click export, done. Now pause for a second. Now, You have a business name that doesn't sound like it was made up in a basement and a professional logo to match. Here's the secret nobody tells you. Your logo can change later. Perfection kills progress. This branding isn't about being perfect. It's about being credible enough to move forward. And right about now, there's only one thing left to do, okay? You need to get this business online. And that brings us to step 3. And this is the hub of the entire business. This is where people used to get stuck for months. They're learning WordPress, hiring developers, some even watching endless YouTube tutorials, and half the time, the whole process gets delayed or abandoned entirely. Sadly, most persons even end up paying for 10 different tools. One for the website, one for bookings, one for payments, one for forms, one for live chat. It gets really messy, it's expensive, and honestly, it's unnecessary. So instead, we are using Ready AI. Ready is an all-in-one engine. You describe your business in plain English, and it builds a high-conversion website for you. It comes with integrated bookings, automated payments, forms, and live chat, and so many functionalities. So whether you're a developer selling instant UI concepts, a consultant booking calls, or even an affiliate marketer collecting leads, this is your go-to platform, okay? There are ready-made templates across different industries. You can even build an e-commerce store, and everything is lightning fast and fully responsive. And honestly, as a web designer myself, this is a game changer. You can start from a template, but I'll start from scratch so you can see how this actually works. Once you log in, you'll see this simple interface. Right here, just type in your website description or concept. I'll paste in the business description that ChatGPT generated for me earlier. And by the way, you can also use the microphone feature and just talk, which makes this even faster. And just like that, look at what happened. This is huge, man. You went from no online presence to a professional website in under 5 minutes. The site already has everything it needs: a strong header, service sections, contact page, footer, and fully written website copy. And here's the crazy part. It's already functional. Let me try booking a free consultation as a front-end user. I will fill out this form. And boom, an automated message pops up saying, "Thank you. We will contact you within 24 hours. And guys, I just got a notification email from my own website. If you ask me, I'd say business has started. Now, let's test the live chat. I'll just type hi and look at it. Wait, this is actually good. And remember, I haven't even set up any custom automations yet. Ready is automatically responding based on the service the website offers. Now it's asking for my details so I can be scheduled for a free consultation. Man, this alone is a massive relief for solo business owners. Now, before we wrap up the website, there's one critical thing we need to check: mobile responsiveness. Over 69% of your visitors will come from their phones. So let's switch to mobile view. Okay, this section could be better. To edit anything, just click the section and use this button. I'll tell the AI to fix the header and menu for mobile. And there we go, a fully responsive website. You can also ask the AI to change images, rewrite copy, add sections, or remove anything you don't want. I could even add a listings page, a paid consultation page, even a donation page just by telling the AI what I want. But I'll leave that to you. Try it out and let me know how it goes in the comments. You went from zero online presence to a professional, functional business website in under 15 minutes. You're officially open for business. But here's the thing. A website just sitting there does nothing. You need traffic. You need content. You need to be everywhere your customers already are. And this step is all about content marketing on autopilot. So content is how you build trust. It's how people discover you, and it's how you stay top of mind. First, we need ideas. I asked ChatGPT something simple. Give me 10 video topics or blog post ideas that would interest property enthusiasts and real estate investors. And look at what it gives back. This is brilliant. Is now a good time to buy? Breaking down the market without the hype. 5 mistakes first-time property investors make and how to avoid them. How to spot a bad property deal in 10 minutes or less. Each one of these can become a blog post, a YouTube video, a LinkedIn article, or an Instagram carousel. Same idea, different formats. Next, I tell ChatGPT, write a 1,000-word blog post on buy-to-let, short-term rentals, or commercial, which performs best. And just like that, I have a complete draft. Of course, I skim through it and tweak the tone to also make it more conversational and more engaging. All this would be done within 10 minutes and I have a publish-ready blog post. But here's the catch. Creating content is only half the game. If you're not automating your content distribution, man, you're doing 10 times more work than you need to. Tools like Zapier connects all your apps and runs workflows automatically in the background. Here's a simple automation I built. When I publish a new blog post on my website, Zapier detects it via RSS. Zapier sends the blog link to ChatGPT and asks it to write a LinkedIn post summarizing it. ChatGPT generates a catchy caption and Zapier posts it to LinkedIn automatically. Then it does the same for Twitter, shorter, punchier with hashtags, then Facebook, but from a slightly different angle. One blog post, 5 platforms. Now here's the crazy part. I can actually schedule all of these posts in advance. By scheduling them inside my CMS, and my entire month of content across every platform is done, giving you a full marketing team vibe, while in reality, it's just you and your AI. But let's be real, you can have the best product in the world, and if nobody knows about it, man, you're broke. Most people make the same mistake. They wait for customers to find them. You need outreach. Of course, content marketing drives the visibility, but leads are what keep the business alive. So I'm going to show you an AI tool that finds your perfect customers for you automatically. Almost nobody is talking about this on YouTube, so pay very close attention to the next step. And this is where AI tools like MANUS changes everything. MANUS AI in particular is powerful because it does perform lead generation that can completely transform how you find customers. And the best part, all you do is use this simple prompt and replace a few fields with your own information. You can tailor it to a specific industry, a specific job title, a specific country or city. These details are important. Now pay close attention to this section. What MANUS AI gives back is a highly targeted list of real people, names, companies, roles, and even contact details. And of course, this is legit. There are plenty of lead gen tools out there that do something similar, like Apollos, okay? But the difference here is accessibility and speed. In fact, I can personally confirm some of these emails. I've worked with a few of these people. They're real and active. So now the real question becomes, what do you say? How do you avoid sounding like every other spammy cold email? Simple. Just ask ChatGPT to write it for you. And here is my prompt. Write a short, friendly cold email selling the idea of owning property in a fast-growing city for Airbnb purposes, blah, 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 and all of that. And what comes back is exactly what you want. Clean, direct, non-pushy, not spammy. But here's where it really scales. You're not sending these emails one by one like it's 2008. We already have the leads in a Google Sheet. Name, email, company. Now we connect that sheet to Zapier. Zapier sends a personalized email using the giving template. No manual sending, no forgetting follow-ups, no copy-pasting. It just runs automatically. Now think about this. If you close just 5 of those leads, that could easily turn into 6 figures in commissions or contracts, depending on your business. This is how solo entrepreneurs compete with big companies. AI finds the leads, AI writes the outreach, and automation scales it. You're actually doing the work of a 5-person sales team all by yourself. And that's the entire system, from idea to branding, to website, to content, to customers. It's just one person, one laptop, and that's the new way to build a business. Now the actual running of the business. I'm talking about the day-to-day running of the business. Onboarding clients, scheduling calls, sending invoices, receiving payments, managing projects. And this is where most people get overwhelmed. They juggle. One tool for the website, another for bookings, another for payments, CRM for client management, forms on a separate platform. You get my point, right? And before you know it, you're paying for 5 to 10 subscriptions and spending more time managing tools than serving clients. Instead, you consolidate everything into one connected system. Your website, bookings, payments, and CRM all talk to each other. Invoices send automatically. Follow-ups trigger instantly. Reminders go out without you touching anything. Once your operations are streamlined, scaling becomes effortless. And let me explain. So instead of adding more hours or hiring staff when clients increase, your system handles the extra volume automatically. When new clients come in, they book themselves. They pay instantly. They receive automated onboarding emails, reports, and updates are even delivered automatically. You're not manually sending welcome emails, invoicing, or even scheduling calls back and forth. The system handles it. And with Ready AI's integrated workflow features, you don't need separate platforms for each task, and you can scale quickly without adding overhead. It's all connected, okay? Now imagine this. You wake up to 50 new client bookings in a week, and you didn't manually send a single email. Or you close a high-ticket client while you're asleep because the system scheduled, confirmed, and handled the consultation automatically. Or you spend one afternoon setting up a month's worth of blog posts, social content, and newsletters, and they publish on autopilot. That's leverage. Now let's zoom out for a second. What you just saw isn't theory, it's a system. One person can go from idea, brand, website, content, leads, operations, using AI as leverage instead of hiring a team. No investors, no massive budget, and this is how businesses are being built in now. But here's what most people miss. AI doesn't reward people who watch. It literally rewards people who implement. You don't have to do everything today, okay? Just start with one step at a time. Please let me know if this shifted how you think about building a business. By hitting the like button, it helps this reach more persons like you. If you want more breakdowns of practical AI systems you can actually use, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want the exact prompts and tools from this video and the website links, they're in the description, okay? I'll see you in the next one.